Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. In front of us, I have my entire silver dollar set. But wait, this isn't my entire silver dollar set. This is only my silver dollar set between 2003 and 2006. So, I pose you a question to ponder about, should you collect Canadian silver dollars? And I'll give you a few pros to collecting and a few cons to collecting. So, when I first started collecting silver dollars, I would say I did not know the extent of what I was getting into. If you are a new stacker and you're just looking to put some silver and gold in your stack, I would definitely recommend doing that before you started picking up specialty items like you see in front of us. Even a bullion coin, you're probably going to pay a little bit extra of a premium on something like that. That's a special silver dollar for the year. Even if you got it in 2006, you might get a fairly good deal on it, but you're still going to pay a little bit extra premium on something like this than you would on just a regular maple or another generic round like a buffalo or something like that. And to get a little bit of silver and gold in your stack, just to have some weight if you don't have anything, probably best to go with something like that first. Collecting silver dollars, like I say, was a journey that I was not completely prepared for when I started this. And the further I get along down this journey, I'm almost probably 80 some silver dollars in, and I'm finding out that I am barely halfway, if halfway, to finishing a full set, and that's only a full set of individual designs. That does not include differences like proofs, brilliant uncirculated, enameled, and or gold gilded of the same design. For instance, this particular coin, they only made one silver dollar design in 2005. However, they made it in an enameled version, they made it in a brilliant uncirculated, they made it in this proof, and they also made it in a gold gilded version. All separate mintages. And if you wanted to really collect every different Canadian silver dollar, there's a huge rabbit hole that you can go down. Collecting all the Canadian silver dollars, just the designs themselves, you are looking at over 180 Canadian silver dollars. If you are new, like I say, I would stick away from collecting Canadian silver dollars. Buy yourself some generics first. Buy yourself some 80% silver, possibly. Nothing, slabbed or anything, but, just some regular 80% silver. There's nothing special about this coin. It doesn't need to be in a holder. It just is for my displaying pleasure. And yeah, 80% silver will do you good. Fairly high premiums nowadays, but you could pick yourself up some silver dollars like this. But beware, you start doing that, you might just go down a rabbit hole like I did. I started getting a few Canadian silver dollars, and the more that I got, the more that I wanted. And, to keep it interesting, I kept buying different Canadian silver dollars. Why buy the same thing twice, right? Especially when there are so many out there to get. If you stick to your 80% silver, there's not too many to get. I can't remember the exact number, maybe about 30 or 35 of them. One very, very special one, 1948, that is very, very expensive. And you would be looking at basically buying a gold coin instead. It's so expensive. And why is due to a die change, due to India's independence. And so what else can I say? So I am going to link in the description below the link to the Numista site that I found that has a link to the majority of the Canadian silver dollars. I did count them up, and like I say, I counted over 178, and there were definitely a few in there that I know were not included. And there might have been, for instance, 2019 of the Matthew. There's a 1 ounce coin that has this design in 2019, commemorating Nova Scotia's, I guess, bringing into Canada. I don't know how you say it, but the induction into Canada, I guess, is the right words. And they had a 1 ounce made in 2019. They also had a 5 ounce made in 2019. And you find one on the Numista in the link that I provide, but not both. So I know there's a couple instances of different coins like that not showing up. But it did help me to find things like these small fractional silver dollars that I did not know existed until I found that link. So hopefully you guys will find that helpful. If you are thinking about collecting Canadian silver dollars, I would definitely check that link before you start, because it will help give you an idea of what you're gonna get yourself into. Some of these silver dollars are super rare and super expensive. I know, for instance, there is a 2000, this is the 2006 lullaby. There are 2 different lullabies, you could say, in 2007. A 2007 rattle that came with the CD, and a 2007 ABC blocks that came with like some special tins. And I know they both have a mintage of about 3,200. And one I was looking at, the prices were literally like almost $1,000 on it. Crazy for 0.2 of an ounce of silver. So don't start down the collecting path until you've got yourself a little stack already. Canada makes it hard to collect silver dollars, as you can see. As you started in 1935, not too bad. There were 6 commemorative up to 1967, 6 different commemorative faces, I believe. That might have been including the Voyager face itself. One of my favorite designs. However, and then I guess in 1971 and 91, all basically they brilliant uncirculated and proofs. You can always tell the difference between a brilliant uncirculated and a proof by looking at the effigy on the back. As you can see, no frosting on the queen on the right and frosting on the queen on the left. Proof versus brilliant uncirculated. So only 2 different versions between 71 and 91. But once you start getting up past the 2003 mark, you get, as you can see, multiple different versions per year, not including the difference in proof and brilliant uncirculated, etc. 4 in this year, 4 in this year, 1, 6 in 2006. It gets a little crazy. In 2010, there's 5. In 2012, there's actually 8 different versions that you can get of the silver dollar. So there's a lot out there. Some of them cost a lot. But why do I collect silver dollars? I collect silver dollars because I like collecting silver, and I like keeping it interesting. Getting the same old silver maples all the time in a tube just doesn't do it quite as much for me as it does when I get myself a version of a coin that I haven't had before. And I always stick to the silver or to the gold, because even if its numismatic value is lost, there will still be silver value involved. Other things to be wary about with Canadian silver dollars. Different years have different weights. There's 13 different weights of Canadian silver dollars. You can get a 1 kilogram silver dollar, a 5 ounce, a 2 ounce, a 1 ounce, a 0.98 ounce, a 0.8 ounce, a 0.75 ounce, a 0.6 ounce, a 0.5 ounce, a 0.25 ounce, a 0.2 ounce, a 0.05 ounce. This is the smallest here. I do not have a kilogram one. And when I do get some larger ones, this one is so small it is hard to focus from time to time. When I get some other versions, I will put a video together of some different weights. There are bar silver dollars as well as coin silver dollars, and I guess round coins as well as bar coin silver dollars. The different years have different amounts of weight in them. For instance, 2003 to 2006 has 0.8 of an ounce of actual silver, whereas most of the other years past 91, so 92 and up, are actually 0.75 of an ounce of silver, and that doesn't matter whether it is sterling silver for the year. So for instance, between 93 and 2002, all of them were sterling silver. Then they switched to pure silver for the most part. And then they switched back to sterling silver for a few years from 2007 to 2012. Those were 3/4 of an ounce as well. And then they switched back to pure silver in 2012 and up to present, and then they lowered the diameter on them in order to decrease the weight from the 0.8 ounces that they are here to a 0.75, which the majority of them are. Also to note, in 2012, if you're collecting Canadian silver dollars, well, you might want to start looking at, even if you're only going to collect one of each type of Canadian silver dollar for the year, you might want to look at the gold gilded sets. I don't have a gold gilded one in front of me, but I know this one has a gold gilded one for this year. 2012, the gold gilded version of the Canadian silver dollar comes with a 999 fine silver loonie in it as well. That silver loonie will be gold plated. This one is not gold plated, but the silver loonie in the set will be gold plated. It will look like a regular silver loonie, or a regular loonie, and it looks gold. And the only way to really know for sure is by the weight, and or to buy it in the actual gold plated set. So basically you'll get a set with a silver dollar that's gold plated, and you get your gold-plated silver loonie, and then the rest of the set, the toonie, the 50-cent piece, and so on and so forth, are all pure silver as well. And that starts in 2012 and goes to present. And so those sets do have a higher premium on them. And you have to watch, because if you get the set that is not gold-plated, you'll be getting just a brass loonie. In some cases, I've seen a silver-plated steel loonie. You have to look online for the different weights. Anyways, I hope this information helps you guys. If you are looking to start stacking some basic generic silver maple leafs first, maybe some buffaloes, stack some generic junk silver depending on where you're stacking. You can stack Canadian or US or whatever country you're in. Your junk silver is probably the best option for you. Why do I stack silver dollars? I stack silver dollars because I've already reached my goal for the year, and this keeps it interesting for me and hopefully interesting for you. Anyways, hope you guys like. Remember, doesn't cost you a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?